Hey, bird. What you doing? Ooh. Oh, super hot straight away. Thank you. Hey, bird. Yeah, it's Friday. We made it. We made it. In a few hours' time, we'll be in the absolute sweet spot. Longest possible time before more work. Damn it. Bird, what are you doing? How sleepy are you feeling today, Burb? Say, a little sleepy? I'm not snuffly. It's not snuffly. I realised just as I hit the go live button, I've got a small cat hair on my nose. And it's making me insane. What do you think, Burb? Oh, even her chest plate's getting raggedy now. Oh, poor bird. What do you think? Sophie. What's that? Thought you saw something then. I can see something. Come here. Ready? On the perch for a second. Yeah, thank you, bird. You've got a cat hair on your eye. Come here. Oh no, it's a cobweb. I'm trying to get the cobweb out of your eye. You're welcome. Oh, another super heart, thank you. There you go. Just trying to get the cobweb out of your eye. You know, trying to do with solid. Hey, hey, ooh, super heart, thank you. Bird. I think she does, yeah. It's a very aesthetic little tartan, that. Tap for that. I'm sure isn't there something that you can get a tartan actually authorised. The thing is, you can get like an official tartan actually recognised. I remember like half watching a documentary about like the history of tartan because, you know, that's the sort of thing I would watch. Hey, hey, afternoon. And yeah, I remember watching half watching a documentary about tartan and going, oh, it's interesting. Every now and again you just go, oh yeah. Another sort of something the BBC 4 do. Oh, okay. Right, hang on a second, let me just... Oh. Right, have I got the cat hair out of my nose? I think I have. Hey, bird. Oh, bird, look at that bald spot. Yeah, Gesundheit, bird. You're still trying to find non-raggedy angles, eh, bird? What do you think? That's a non-raggedy angle. There we go. That's a flattering angle. Okay. Oh, bless. If you're gonna poke holes in my cardigan, I'm gonna make a point of showing people your bald spot. Get yourself together, Baxter. Come on. Don't delay now. Hey, you know those tiny little tail feathers that you could just about see? Was it yesterday? There they are today. Those tiny little wing feathers that were just like a tiny, tiny little stump poking out of the sheath are now an actual no-fooling feather. Yum yum. Eat. Get yourself going, Baxter. Leave a buffet, lad. Come on. So is this the spot today, is it? This is the perch today? Hey, 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 sheep. Oh, inbox 0, that is a good feeling. That's a good feeling. I've never had inbox 0 on my work one, but I've definitely had a I definitely have inbox 0 on my personal email. But not my Gmail, because I figure Google can afford, hard drive space. Do magpies fart? Now there's a good question. There's a question we've all been asking, and I can confirm that yes, they do. I have heard a fart exactly once, but it was unmistakably a airborne toxic event. I can't. You're asking the wrong person, really. I don't have really much in the way of sense of smell. I don't really have a very strong sense of smell, so things have to be like super, super strong smelling for me to be able to smell it. Don Delio. I don't know who that is. Let me change my grip so I can. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, everybody. Jiggly cam. There we go. What's the oval equivalent of Borb? Yeah, Borval. Yeah, Borval does sound like a meaty drink, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I imagine they wouldn't be huge farters because, the whole cloaca thing. But yeah. Well, we're all about random topics. Yeah, and there's the sleepy cam. What about the other side? The other side is also nodding. Eee. Look at this huge bum worm. We are probably. Come on, bud. I'm sorry. I've got to move you up here just for a second because my arm's going to sleep. There we go. I would say we're probably 10 days into the mold. Yeah, about 10 days. 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. Because we have already got most of our tail on the brew. We've already got most of the replacement tail here. So the lengthy intestines needed to fart. Ew, there's nothing about that sentence I enjoy. Yeah, including these tiny ones here at the edge, that were a barely visible stub the last time we looked. So yeah, those 2 longest new feathers will be her new central tail feathers, and they're already nearly as long as her old feathers. These 2 outside ones are like the last one she has. It's amazing how quick the feathers grow. It's amazing to me how quick. Yeah, Biggle. Just some crappy little thing. It's amazing how quick feathers grow. It just completely blows my mind. You can see it from day to day. Bird, what do you think? Fortunately, she doesn't have her wings open. Otherwise, we could see how her wing feathers are coming in. But it does also explain why she's a little bit sleepier during the day, during the molting season, because it takes just so much energy she's putting into regrowing all these feathers. Yeah, she'll be back to full queenly state soon. Yeah, she does. You have to increase their calcium and their protein slightly. Because oddly, calcium is still quite important for... You speak perfect bird language. She'll probably lose about 75% of her feathers over the over like the month and a bit it will take her to fully molt. Sophie. Some of her feathers, yeah. Some of her feathers occasionally, if she sort of wiggles a feather out and then when she's standing quite close to the wall or something, it will, like, just by random chance fall out of the aviary. But on the whole, most of them we get off the floor here. Well, the garden... Oh, okay. The garden already has quite a lot of feathers in it already because the wood pigeons and the other wild magpies and things are all molting, so I could wander around the garden and grab like a handful of feathers here and there. So she could regrow out of season. I remember one year she got into a fight and lost one of her tail feathers, and it is weird the way they mold just after that. I guess if I had to guess, I would say it's probably nesting time is quite a time when you sit still on the eggs a lot, so the feathers on your belly are going to get all screwed up and sort of like really grotty and dirty and also bent out of shape and that kind of thing. And it's quite a fighty season as well. You know, in the wild you're continuously defending your nest and your area and that kind of thing, so you and a lot of feathers are going to get damaged in like territorial fights as well. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's just naturally. And also, yeah, that's much more plausible. It's just warm this time of year. Yeah. Bird. Sophie agrees. What do you think? Always warm. Bird. A hot little belly on my hand, magpie. What doing? Oh, Sophie. Actually, yeah, that too. Yeah, also that. Oh, look. Bird, you're melting. Yeah, that is 0 out of 10, yeah. Absolutely no chilies. Got big blorpy wings out and everything, look. That scores a That scores a 0 on the spice scale. Oh yeah. Got the vent open and everything. And actually, look at this. Look at this absolute pasty. Oh, Sophie. Would you like some black pepper on that bird? Oh no, too spicy. Too hot for me. Yeah, yeah, I think I might not bother putting this cardigan back in the wash because it's got 1 or 2 small holes. This is firmly my schlepping around the house and painting in and that kind of thing. It's covered in all manner of sort of like weird WD-40 and Tamiya model paint and all sorts of stuff. Part of it is biffs, yeah. That one there, that little one there is 100% a biffing hole. I'm not too sure, I think that might just be a tear actually. Oh, bird. It's weird though, because the rest of the cardigan's completely fine. The rest of it is it's in really good condition. It's just like all of the stitching around the cuffs have gone. Oh, bird. That wind's a bit frisky. Yeah, it's not the blue sneakers. I haven't worn shoes in weeks. It's amazing. Yeah, it is weird the way it's only wrecked within the reach of a bird. Oh, hang on, got an itch. I had a lovely birthday, thanks. Yeah, I had a very nice day. I didn't do anything, but I didn't set out to do anything, so it was one of those sort of days. Yeah, the problem with the barefoot life is I used to walk around the house and garden and stuff barefoot a lot, until one day I stood barefoot on a just like a little piece of wood in the ground sort of thing, like a little sticky out bit of like tree root or something, and I split my foot lengthways. Only put like a hairline crack in it, but split my foot lengthways, and then a nerve went in the join when it closed back up, and it hurt a lot. It hurt a tremendous amount. And I had to have surgery in the end. I had to have surgery to dig the nerve out of like the little channel that was now in my foot. I had to have surgery, and it was rubbish. So now I always at least wear Crocs. I didn't have a body horror. I am sorry. The stupid thing about it is I've never been a big Lego guy. I'm more of a Meccano fella than a Lego guy. But yeah, fortunately I have never trodden on Lego. I have done the awful thing of trodden on an upstanding UK mains plug, which, as we all know, is the worst pain possible. Look at that bald spot. Crocs are legally, and mathematically, they're definitely shoes, aren't they? And yeah, the standing on an upturned UK mains plug is absolutely the worst thing in the world. Just, oh, it hurts so much. Bird. Look at you awaken a shape. But yeah, it took a couple of doctors, a few consultations to work out what had actually happened to my foot. And there's like a movement you can do to the foot. There's like a a way you can flex the foot to check for this thing, this neuroma, is like, to give it its posh name. And you can tell if it's you can tell if your patient has this particular like foot injury by squeezing a particular bit of their foot, and if they howl in agony, it's this neuroma, and you can fix it quite easily. In surgery, you can fix it. And I was in the hospital room with this consultant, and he had read my notes. He had read my notes and gone, okay, look, I've got a plan, but I've got a test for it. And the test really hurts, okay? So hang on to your knickers, I'm going to try this thing. And like he like grabbed my feet with both hands and pushed in like the centre of my like the ball of my foot with his thumbs. And when I absolutely screamed, he dropped my foot and went, right, it's Morton's neuroma. That's what it is. I remember it now. Morton's neuroma. He was like, I'll be right back. Went off, came back with a colleague, grabbed my foot and did it again to like show his colleague what it was, and then just went, see, I told you it was a Morton's neuroma, but you didn't believe me. like great, you know, fine, thanks lads. You know, cheers for that. I really appreciate this. Is like the British National Health Service, just like, see, I told you it was that, you owe me a tenner. You know? But in his defence, he booked me in for surgery like the following week, and it was sorted. But yeah, definitely. I used to have a dentist. My old dentist was really great. She would just go, this is gonna hurt. She wouldn't dress it up. You know, none of this like, oh, you might feel a bit of a scratch here, or you might like that. She just went, it's gonna hurt. It's fantastic. It was really good. She had a Sony mini disc player, which kind of dates this story, full of like different choices of music and stuff like that. And she would she'd offer you headphones and your choice of music to drown out any drilling she had to do, and that kind of thing. Really cool dentist. Really cool. It was a big shame when she retired. She's just completely straight with you. Just like, I'm going to have to pull on that and it's going to really hurt. Here we go. Let me have a milkshake. Oh no. I always like the way, I don't know whether in other countries this happens, but here in the UK, if as a child, if you've been a good boy at the dentist, they give you a lollipop. They give you like a really sweet thing that you keep in your mouth. And just like all the time for like 5 minutes. It's like, surely don't do that. Surely don't. I mean, how do I feel about socialised medicine? Pretty great. We get toys now at the dentist. I have had loved ones' lives completely saved by the UK's socialised medicine. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's why they do it, isn't it? I've had surgery. We've had a couple of scares in the family and that kind of thing. That is for the National Health Service here in the UK is brilliant if you've got something urgent. If you've got something urgent, they will move heaven and earth to fix you. When I got meningitis, they were amazing. It took them like a day or so to work out exactly what it was, because the NHS work on a system of just like, well, let's test for this because it's the most likely thing. It's not that. Let's test for the next thing that's most likely. It's not that. So they go through a big checklist of like finding out what it is until they hit the thing that you've got, and then they treat you, and they're amazing. Yeah, if you just cut your hand and you can walk to the emergency room, and yeah, I had meningitis. I had good meningitis. I had bacterial meningitis, which is the one you will get better from with like antibiotics and painkillers and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's weird looking in from the outside to American healthcare systems, because it's unfathomable to us that you would get an invoice when you leave hospital. It's like there isn't a single English person that has any reference for that. You just sort of like, oh, I've broken my arm, I go to hospital, they fixed me, brilliant. There isn't any. At no point do we go, can I afford to see my doctor, can I afford this medicine? It's just not an issue. Yeah, if you turn up at the emergency room, or casualty as we call it here in the UK, with like an injury that you've walked in yourself, sort of thing, you've just cut your arm and that kind of stuff, then yeah, you are going to wait maybe a half hour, an hour or something like that to be sewn up. But that's because more important things. The late 50s, they both got cancer. Oh wow. Nim nim. Bird. Yeah. Yeah, I can see why there's a lot of pushback in the US. It's tricky because I've never been to America, but I've been lucky enough to not be ill in foreign countries. I can completely see how it would be a jarring thing, and as a country it's maybe too late to instigate something like that. But the vast majority of people here in the UK would fight to the death for the NHS. It's a fantastic thing. As I say, I mean, I could put my hand on at least 2 of my close family and loved ones that flat out wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for the NHS. So, you know. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't get rid of that cat hair. It is absolutely spinning me out. What? Oh, look at you waking up. Sophie. Look, my hand's going to sleep. My camera hand, not my bird hand. My bird hand went to sleep ages ago. Sophie. What do you think? Come on, bird. Ready? Ready? Do the perch thing. Step up then. Oh, big stretch. Yeah. I'm of the opinion big yawn. You shouldn't have to be financially big poo. Yeah, there we go. Congratulations. Where is that hair? It's spinning me out. Right, come on then, bird. Where's the lolly stick? Yep, there we go. In the pocket. Yeah, I love the full ring stretch. You got a funny feather there, bird. You have, haven't you? You've got a wonky feather there, old girl. Get off me. I will stab you. Get off me. So hey, thanks for coming, everybody. It's always lovely to speak to you. We'll see you tomorrow for a full fat popcorn powered broadcast. But if you just, I'm going to keep hold of it now. If you've just stumbled across this on Periscope and if you stumbled across this on Periscope and you'd like to follow Sophie on Twitter, her Twitter handle is, super hard, thank you, is @bree. Or if you prefer, you can Google Sophie the Magpie. Oh, okay then. See you tomorrow, chums.